Well, a stirring tribute here in Arlington, Texas to that day 15 years ago, September the 11th, 2001. And now welcome inside our broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Joe Buck, along with the Hall of Famer, three-time Super Bowl champion quarterback Troy Aikman. And in this game, as now we shift our focus to football here in week one, a number of debuts, none bigger than for the Dallas Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott.
Yeah, he's an impressive young man, and he's been impressing people here in Dallas ever since he arrived. And yes, I understand it's preseason. I understand that better than anybody. But he has shown great poise. And Joe, I had an opportunity to visit with him just moments ago down on the field. He's confident. He feels like he's prepared for this moment. And I, along with 90,000 other people at this stadium, are really looking forward to watching him play.
On the other side, you've got the New York Giants. A lot of money spent on the defense. They really made a heavy investment there to get better, and they have. That would seem to be the case, but they've got Eli here still. They've got a lot of weapons. How about the debut of head coach Ben McAdoo?
Well, I don't think there's anybody more ready for this game to get kicked off than Ben McAdoo. He feels he's been preparing for this opportunity. He's excited about the moves that have been made on the defensive side of the ball, but what gives him most confidence is that there are no question marks with his signal caller. Eli Manning now in his third year in this offense. He's played great. He's got more weapons this year. Should be another great season for him.
We'll hear from Aaron Andrews after the kickoff, and we will settle into this game. You watched the coin toss before with George W. Bush flipping the ceremonial coin, and it's the Dallas Cowboys who win the toss, and they have elected to receive. That means Lucky Whitehead is waiting for the kick, and that means we will see young Mr. Dak Prescott and young Mr. Ezekiel Elliott right out of the gate. With this good offensive line for the Dallas Cowboys, protecting and opening holes for those two. And there's Zeke, as they call him, fourth overall pick from Ohio State. Glad you're with us today on Fox, and away we go. Happy New Year, everybody. Whitehead decided better. And we'll take a knee. The ball comes out to the 25. For more on Dak Prescott, who lost his mother a handful of years ago. Here's Aaron.
Yeah, and you see Dak Prescott wearing number 4. He's doing that for his mother, Peggy Prescott, whose birthday was September 4th, and as you mentioned, died 5 years ago. The night before games, Joe, he will still send her text messages. He told me last night, he said, "Thank you for putting me in this position. I know it's because of you. I wish you were here, but I can only imagine what you would tell me today." Powerful stuff, Joe.
Well, let's see how he gets along here as he starts from the 25. The curtain comes up on Zeke Elliott, and he fights for one. He is an impressive young man. He is the 5th different starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys over their last 13 games, a record-setting quarterback at Mississippi State. And as you said, he certainly seems like he is not overwhelmed by this opportunity.
No, in fact, he says that he never gets nervous before games. He gets more nervous before practice, and he sure was showing a lot of confidence, as I said, down on the field just moments before kickoff.
He'll keep it. He's in trouble. Out to his right, to the sideline. He's got Des Bryant. And Bryant is going to be marked down close to first down yardage.
Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, he's coming off the edge. I think they're anticipating that with a run blitz, but Dak Prescott able to avoid the free rusher and get outside, and then throws a strike along the sideline to Des Bryant.
But inches short of a first down. And we'll see if this improved defensive front for the Giants can make an early stop here on 3rd and inches. The kid. First down. Ezekiel Elliott has been a star on this field already in the national championship game against Oregon. And here's the big hit with Jason Pierre-Paul, and then coming up from the secondary, Nat Burhay. We welcome in a new audience who joins us here, opening possession. An early first down for the Dallas Cowboys. Under the direction of number 4, Dak Prescott, with Tony Romo out with fractures in his back. Prescott keeps, has Witten. And the big tight end has a first down inside Giants territory.
Well, Dak Prescott, as good as he is in the pocket, he does like when they are able to move and get him on the edge. It's an impressive job here of just setting up and then delivering the football to Jason Witten, who gives him a nice big target across the field.
Career catch number 1,021 for Witten, the 10-time Pro Bowler. Elliott, right side to the 41. And now the Giants defense, and I know, Troy, you like what they did over the offseason. Last year, not a good year any way you look at it, but they spent some money, over $100 million guaranteed to add Olivier Vernon.
Yeah, the additions that they made, you see Damon Harrison and Janoris Jenkins along with Olivier Vernon, over $100 million of guaranteed money to sign these players, and they're noticeably improved from where they were a year ago.
Second down and 5. Elliott left side, good play. And that was Vernon. Olivier Vernon, the defensive end, and they are getting Olivier Vernon at a great time, coming off a year where he had 7.5 sacks. He's 25, and he is a difference maker.
Yeah, he's a good pass rusher. That's primarily why they brought him, but he plays the run just as well. He's a complete defensive end. Good job right there on second down, bringing up a third and medium. We'll see with Spagnuolo, the defensive coordinator, whether he'll elect to bring pressure on the rookie.
Prescott protected, has Beasley for a first down.
Watch Dak Prescott and how he surveys the defense, and this is where he has shown great maturity in being able to get to his third and fourth reads. He checks it down. They only rush 3 guys. They use a spy on him to keep him in the pocket, but he hangs in there. Plenty of time to find an open receiver and convert on third down.
Good protection again. There's Beasley. And he is going to spin forward for 9.5. Brought down by Casillas.
The Cowboys mixing it up. You'd expect with a young quarterback, you're going to come out and run the ball on first and second down, try to get some manageable third downs. Jason Garrett said, hey, we're going to open things up. We're going to let him play, and they've done a nice job, Scott Linehan, of mixing up the play calling first down. Another nice game.
Number 4 has started 4 for 4. Elliott, first down. It was in 2014 at Ohio State that Ezekiel Elliott went for 220 against Wisconsin, 230 against Alabama. And here on this field at AT&T Stadium, 246 and 4 touchdowns. The national championship game against Oregon in January of 2015.
They split him out wide here, and he's got the ability to beat people catching the football just as much as running it.
Prescott underneath. Witten's second catch. He's got 8.
Dak Prescott has shown great patience on this drive. The Giants have tried to play some zone coverages, get underneath some of the deeper throws, and Prescott, seeing that it's not there, has just had time in the pocket, not much pressure, and he's been able to just come down to his open man.
Here's Elliott. Close to first down yardage. Depends on the spot. Jason Pierre-Paul, and it is a first down. Was there for the tackle for the Giants. You talked about it, Troy. You were quoted during the week talking about how you've been amazed in the city of Dallas that it hasn't been, oh my God, the sky is falling because Romo's out again. They went 1-11 last year without Tony Romo. This city is excited about Dak Prescott.
Which has nothing to do with what they think of Tony Romo and everything to what they think about Dak Prescott and what he has done in 4 weeks of football.
Prescott, Beasley, a juggle and a drop. And the Cowboys, who have 5 first downs on this drive, we're looking at 6 if Cole Beasley pulls this in.
Well, they brought Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie off the edge now several times on this drive, and credit him for forcing Prescott to deliver the ball high, because if he's able to get that on the body of Beasley, that's a walk-in touchdown.
2nd and goal. Elliott. Just inside the 7. 3rd and goal.
I'll tell you, if in fact Dak Prescott was not nervous coming into this game, you open up the game, your first start as a rookie, and have this kind of drive, 13 plays, now 68 yards, and I'll tell you, if you were at all nervous, this will certainly settle you down. This is an impressive job right now, and a great job of play calling by Scott Linehan.
Des Bryant at the top. Prescott underneath. Elliott. Great tackle. It's Casillas. And Jonathan Casillas, who is a defensive captain for this Giants squad, brings up 4th down, and that was strong.
It really was, because he had a step on Casillas, and yet Casillas was able to make up the ground and then make a key tackle. Not easy to do. And Jonathan Casillas, there were some questions as to whether or not he would really be able to go. He's been battling a rib injury. He's not healthy. He's out there playing through it, but makes a big 3rd down stop.
Chip shot for Dan Bailey. 3-0 Dallas. And the only incompletion comes on a drop for Dak Prescott, who has his team on the board first here on September 11th. Well, that was an impressive drive. 15 plays, 7 runs, 7 passes. The field goal goes down as a play, so a 15-play drive and a 3-0 lead, and that's what I'm sure Jason Garrett was looking for coming into the day. And now Eli Manning, who is the grizzled veteran to say the least in the NFC East, 2-time Super Bowl champion, 2-time Super Bowl MVP. He's got more weapons around him. He's had 2 good years under Ben McAdoo, about to get to work. And it'll happen at the 25. Opening day for the 2016 NFL season. Dak Prescott, he said the stage wasn't too big for him. The spotlight on him. He delivered a good series. All right, let's go. Let's see what Eli Manning and the Giants have in store for this Dallas defense, down by 3. Handoff to Jennings. And Rashad Jennings gets 2.5 and gets pushed backward. Well, it's fun to get to know Ben McAdoo. He is the 2nd youngest head coach in the NFL at 39 years old. Only Adam Gase down in Miami is younger. And he has done a terrific job with his offense in his 2 years as coordinator for Eli Manning. And he says this offense is now Eli's. Second down. Manning underneath. Jennings. Barry Church. 3rd down coming up. 7th in the NFL last year throwing the ball. I guess the question, Troy, would be that offensive line, and how good is it?
It's a big question coming out of training camp. They did not play well in the preseason. They were without their entire group playing together in those games, but protecting Eli, obviously a key. If they're able to do that, he's going to have a pretty good day against most defenses.
That's Shane Vereen in motion. Penalty flag flies. Pass is caught, and Vereen's got a 1st down. I think either way it's a first down. It looked like the defense jumped across. A gain of 7, and that's going to be a first down for the Giants if the penalty is indeed against Dallas.
Offside. Defense. Number 93. The penalty is declined. Result of the play is a first down.
That's Benson Mayowa, part of a real nondescript defensive front for the Dallas Cowboys. They have no names up front. They had only 11 takeaways last season, easily the fewest in team history, and they did not draft a pass rusher. Delayed handoff. This is Vereen. Anthony Hitchens, the middle linebacker, makes the tackle after a gain of 3.
What I thought was interesting, Joe, was that throughout the preseason, Ben McAdoo was very coy on who was going to be calling plays. Mike Sullivan, the quarterback coach, offensive coordinator, he called some in some of those games, as did Ben McAdoo. And then in visiting with him last night, he just said he feels like he can dictate the game as the play caller better. How long he'll continue to do that is anybody's guess, but he's calling them today.
2nd and 7. Vereen had a first down but dropped it. Let's go to Carissa Thompson with her first game break. Hello, Carissa. Riverboat Jack, and a big comeback win for the Raiders. Now 3rd and 7. Extra men on the rush. Eli Manning slides, has a man. Beckham incomplete.
They bring Sean Lee on the blitz, so it's a 5-man rush. Eli's able to get outside the pocket, man-to-man coverage across the board. He's got a chance on Odell Beckham, but just unable to set his feet and deliver a more accurate throw. Pretty good coverage there as well by Morris Claiborne, a guy who everybody raved about the other day as far as his improvement from where he was last season.
Wing to punt. Whitehead waits. Good punt. A line drive. Whitehead lets it go into the end zone. And it's a touchback, but a flag is down. Stay here and get the call first. Ron Torbert, one of the really good young referees in the NFL, is working this game.
During the kick. Holding. Number 24, the return team. 10 yards from the touchback spot. It'll be Dallas's ball, first down. Timeout.
He had his moment. He had his moment on the coverage of Beckham, and then he commits a hold on the punt, which will move the ball back to the 10. There it is. Dallas has it, and a 3-point lead. Second possession for Dak Prescott, and the Cowboys leading by 3 starting at the 10. Elliott, and there's Vernon. Olivier Vernon's made a couple of plays along with Damon Snacks Harrison up front. A couple of big changes from a year ago. They drafted Eli Apple, rookie corner out of Ohio State. Darian Thompson, a young safety they like a lot. There's 91. 7th straight season for the Giants with a different starting middle linebacker. This year it's Kelvin Shepard. 2nd and 8. Elliott again. He is stuffed. At the end of April, Dak Prescott was wondering what team would pick him.
With the first pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Jared Goff, Carson Wentz,
Paxton Lynch,
Christian Hackenberg,
Jacoby Brissett,
Cody Kessler,
Connor Cook.
Dak Prescott, quarterback, Mississippi State. Go Cowboys!
And here he is on opening day facing a 3rd and 5. Beasley, flag flies, first down for the moment. Eli Apple, the rookie, was in coverage for the Giants. Here's a call.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense, number 41. The penalty is declined. Result of the play is a first down.
Well, Spagnuolo, he decides to go two-man coverage. Safeties are deep. They're doubling the outside guys. That means someone in the middle of the field has to win. Man coverage everywhere else. Cole Beasley, he gets a good release off the line of scrimmage, and Prescott reads the coverage beautifully and delivers it. You see Prescott's feet, watching him throw, he's very good. He's been accurate with the football, and oftentimes what allows you to do that is being balanced in the pocket with your feet.
Here's Elliott. Not much there for Elliott so far. Good play made by Hankins. Big defensive tackle Jonathan Hankins, a gain of 2.
You know, so now we've seen the Giants get the Cowboys to some third and mediums, and you know that's what you want to do, but then you've got to come up with the stop on third down, and that's what they've not been able to do, with the exception of the first drive when they had to settle for the field goal. But Dak Prescott showing some real poise in the pocket, and the Giants really not able to get pressure on him unless they brought extra people.
Run a little option, at least that's what it turned into. Prescott keeps it, and a gain of maybe 1. Let's go to Carissa with another game break.
Thanks, Joe. San Diego at Kansas City. Troy, this one's for you. Alex Smith with a 2-yard touchdown run in overtime to win it. Kansas City had trailed 24-3 in the third quarter. It's their largest comeback win all time. The final in that one, 33-27. Joe, Troy, and Aaron.
Well, how about that comeback?
Unbelievable. Wow. Now 3rd down and 7.
There were a few games in that early one that I was surprised about.
Good protection. That's Witten, and a good tackle is made. That's Casillas, but they're going to give him a first down. A gain of 8. 3rd and 7, and Witten was 1 yard past the sticks.
Well, Jason Witten has spent a career with being Tony Romo's security blanket, and then they come back to him right here on 3rd and down. Dak Prescott does, and it was close when he caught it, Joe. I thought maybe he got a favorable spot, but then looking at it there, I think the spot was good.
There's Tony Romo. He is still on the active roster. They did not put him on injured reserve with designation to return, so he can come back when he's healthy. Here's Bryce Butler into Giants territory. And what a way for the first quarter to end here in Arlington, Texas. Romo's on the sideline, and Dak Prescott is in the middle of the action. And that 16-yard completion to Bryce Butler has the ball inside Giants territory. Cowboys up 3. Back after this from your local Fox station. Time of possession dominated by the Cowboys in the first quarter. They lead by 3. Alfred Morris checks in. Former Redskin. In the backfield, Prescott hands it to him, and Morris left side keeps on trucking. Down inside the 45 as he gets 7. Verhey on the stop.
That was a pretty good collision right there between Verhey and Alfred Morris. And you know, you look at his production, and when he was at Washington, each of his 4 seasons there, his production declined, and he comes to Dallas. He's had a nice camp. Of course, when you're running behind this offensive line, you're going to pick up some yards. That was a way to finish. Nice run there by Alfred Morris.
Prescott keeps it. Witten gets out, makes a move, and Jason Witten has got another Dallas first down as he went around Jonathan Casillas, a gain of 5. You talk about the different units across teams, Troy, in the NFL. Defensive backs, backs and receivers, tight ends, offensive line for the Dallas Cowboys. It may be the best singular unit on any team in the NFL.
Yeah, they may be better pass protectors than they are run blockers. I mean, they do an excellent job. And the only time the Giants have been able to get anywhere near Prescott is when they brought Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie off the edge, which was really more of a run blitz the second play of the game.
More protection. Wide open is Beasley. Looked like he had the first down and gave it up as he tried to make a move. Picks up 9, lost his footing, and Ben McAdoo is wondering when this new high-priced defense is going to make a stop.
You see JPP, and he's a guy that obviously had his mishap last year, was uncomfortable for much of the season when he returned, and they feel like he's getting back to himself. And Doug Free does a good job on him, though. The Giants rush 4, and Dak Prescott, this is like a 7-on-7 drill for him.
Morris is going to pick it up. Alfred Morris burst onto the NFL scene in 2012, had over 1,600 rushing yards as a rookie, which was a Redskins record, 13 touchdowns, and he was paired with RG3, who's now in Cleveland. Back then in 2012 was the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year. Elliott on the bench, Morris in the game, and the numbers are heavily slanted the Cowboys' way. First down. End zone. Dez. Pass is incomplete. Great coverage by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
It really was. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie's playing inside, and Dez Bryant's wanting that ball to his outside, but Prescott's just not able to do it. You see so many times, though, Dez Bryant come down with that football, but Rodgers-Cromartie right there is able to get up and make a play on the football.
Elliott back in the lineup along with Lance Dunbar. Good play by a Pro Bowler from a year ago. That's Dunbar in motion. Elliott trying to pick his way, and a good play is made by Vernon. It's the third time we've said his name, Olivier Vernon, a loss of 1.
Well, they're trying to influence him with Tyron Smith and then kick him out with Jason Witten, and he comes up and just plays it exceptionally well. Here he is. He's going to come up as Witten comes across and tries to make the block, and he's there to meet Ezekiel Elliott in the hole.
Cowboys are 4 for 5 on third down, but this is the longest third down they've faced, 3rd and 11. Underneath, passes behind Dunbar and incomplete, and then Dunbar gets popped by Landon Collins. It's 4th down, and the Giants defense makes a stop.
Yeah, so you look at this now, they've made some key third down stops on each of these drives by the Cowboys to at least force them to try to settle for field goals, and I think the Giants would have to be pleased about this. As well as the Cowboys have moved the ball, provided they make this field goal here to only be down 6 points. I think that's a win for this Giants defense.
46-yard try by Bailey. He is about as good as there is in the NFL, but a flag is down. A flag is down at the 35.
Holding. Offense. Number 82. 10-yard penalty. Replay 4th down.
Now it becomes a 56-yard try. And it's Jason Witten guilty of the hold. He got a hold of the right arm of Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, and that's a good call. Well, Dan Bailey in his career is 21 of 29 from beyond 50. He was 5 of 6 a year ago. And this would tie his career long. Got it again. Cowboys have had it twice, both 15-play drives. And both Dan Bailey on the end of it, up by 6. Call it the Star. The main atrium, a look at it there. Over 19,000 LED lights engulf the room. Glowing 24 hours a day, designed by Leo Villarreal. A $1.5 billion facility in Frisco, Texas. It's where the Cowboys practice and train, and it's where all the high schools play in Frisco, Texas. It is unbelievable. Here comes Eli. Giants offense as they trail by 6. Both teams would take this right now. Dallas Cowboys have put up points. They haven't finished in the end zone, but here are the Giants down by only 6. And they've run only 6 offensive plays, starting for the 25.
Eli Manning recognizes a blitz by the Cowboys off the edge. We'll see what they check out if they showed a blitz right here.
Handoff is to Jennings, and it's McClain making the stop for Dallas, a gain of 1.
Or Terrell McClain. That's another guy that Rod Marinelli and Jason Garrett, a lot of these players we're talking about is the camp that they had. They went out and they signed Cedric Thornton in the offseason, who had been a Philadelphia Eagle, but Terrell McClain, he simply just won the job in camp. So a guy they paid a lot of money to come be a Dallas Cowboys, now a backup.
Pass caught. And that's the rookie Sterling Shepard, his first catch in the NFL. A second-round pick from Oklahoma, and a great story himself as 14.
Pretty impressive young man. We had a chance to visit with him as well, and I had the opportunity to play with his father, both at the University of Oklahoma as well as with the Dallas Cowboys. But that's got to feel good for that young man.
Manning steps into it. Beckham has a step. Odell Beckham Jr. out of bounds inside the 10. They're going to mark him now at the 15.
This just becomes a foot race off the ball. Orlando Scandrick is trying to run with Odell Beckham. He missed all of last season. Scandrick did with a reconstructive knee surgery, and not 100%. Draws the assignment to match up one-on-one outside with Odell Beckham Jr., and it wasn't even close.
45 yards to one of the best receivers to come along in a long time. From the 15, Manning, end zone, Donnell for the touchdown.
Well, you got Donnell right here up the seam, and then Anthony Hitchens is going to try to come over. His angle's poor. He's not anticipating the seam route up the top, and once he gets past him, Eli Manning throws it up high, and excellent job right there by Eli, giving him a chance, and then, of course, dropping it in to Odell Beckham to set up that touchdown throw.
45-yarder to that man sets up the touchdown to Donnell, and just like that, after a 4-play 75-yard drive that was a blink, a minute 33, it's the Giants on top in Texas. Giants fans were worried about Ben McAdoo's top offense in the preseason. 88 yards, no points put up, 4 first downs. Eli was 14 of 24, 1 interception. But a quick strike, 75 yards in 93 seconds, and the Giants are up by 1. Whitehead will take a knee. Was the catch by number 13 that set it up as Eli dropped it in beautifully. A 45-yarder. And then 15 to Larry Donnell. Eli up 1. Drive starts at the 25 for the Cowboys, down 1. Prescott keeps it, throws, and has a man wide open, Jeff Swain. And he's slow to get up.
Well, why wouldn't he be open? He only had 1 catch all of last year, and the Giants completely turned him loose. That's an excellent throw by Dak Prescott on the move to his left, getting shoulders turned and delivering a strike.
Came down on his head. They check him on the sideline. That's the Cowboys' biggest gain of this first half. 21-yarder to Swain, first down. I don't think Zeke Elliott was going to let Dak Prescott pull that ball out. Elliott said, "Give it to me." He picks up 4. Saturday college football coverage kicks off when Iowa State takes on 15th ranked TCU at noon Eastern on FS1, and number 4 ranked Ohio State takes on 14th ranked OU. It's 7 o'clock Eastern on Fox. Trying to get Elliott going, cuts back, and can't do anything with that play. And it was a rookie who made it, Darian Thompson. He stopped Elliott. No gain, 3rd and 6.
Darian Thompson, who has a shoulder injury, and he's limited in how much he's able to do. He will be the starter when he's fully healthy, but it's a good job of rallying to the football. Ezekiel Elliott showing his speed, his ability to make a cut, to be able to traverse and get across the formation, but the Giants in their pursuit finish him off.
Blitz. Prescott is hit. Penalty flags fly. Landon Collins was coming on a blitz, but the flags came in the secondary. Des Bryant came away saying it was against the Giants. Here's a call.
Personal foul. Grabbing the face mask. Defense. Number 20. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
That's the former Ram, Janoris Jenkins, one of the high-price additions to this defense.
Yeah, he's a physical guy. I mean, he wants to jam him up the line. You see right there with the right hand, he gets the face mask, and it's unfortunate for the Giants. Lance Dunbar goes low on the blitzer, and they get a free look. Landon Collins, and then he had another one in his face. They finally get to him with the pressure, but because of the face mask, this drive's still going.
Pass over the middle to Witten. And Witten's got 9. Cowboys are starting a rookie quarterback in Dak Prescott and a rookie running back in Ezekiel Elliott to open the year. And the last time the Cowboys started a rookie quarterback and a rookie running back to open a season was 1969. Roger Staubach, Calvin Hill, and a win in Dallas against the St. Louis Cardinals.
How'd those careers turn out?
Yeah, a couple of Super Bowl wins later. This is before the game. There's Roger.
There's Danny White right next to him.
Dave Campo, former head coach here in Dallas, and a timeout is taken by the Cowboys. They'll give us a chance to show you what suits we're wearing today as we welcome you inside our broadcast booth. I'm Joe Buck along with the Hall of Famer Troy Aikman. The quick strike from the New York Giants, that was impressive. There was Odell Beckham, but I think you have to be impressed with how Dak Prescott's come out in this game.
I think he's shown great poise, even after getting hit right there in the chest. You know, I mean, he comes right back. But you look at this game, the Cowboys have really dominated the time of possession. The Giants have barely had the ball over 4 minutes, yet they have the lead. So I think that's a real key, is even though the Cowboys have been able to move the football, you get down in here, the team that's going to win is a team that can come away with touchdowns more times than not. And that's where the Cowboys just have not been able to finish these long drives.
Prescott has hit 6 different receivers, going 13 of 16. 2nd and 1. Elliott left side, had to make a couple miss and has a first down. Here's Carissa Thompson with another game break. Carissa, thank you, and a nice return for Jim Caldwell to Indianapolis. Former head coach there. Peyton Manning was starring. Word was Peyton Manning was coming to this game to watch little brother Eli play today in Arlington. First down, end zone, pass is caught. Touchdown, Des Bryant. Give it a look. that ball comes out. It's a scoring play, so they're going to look at it no matter what, and that ball was not secured. Landon Collins in coverage.
The ruling on the previous play of a catch and touchdown will be reviewed.
As of now, it's a 24-yard touchdown to Des Bryant. We'll get the call on the review when we come back. We'll get the call right away. This figures to come back. It was a first down throw.
The receiver lost control of the ball when he hit the ground. It's an incomplete pass. It'll be Dallas's ball, second down, 10 yards to go on the 24-yard line. The clock is good. It'll start on the snap.
If you're wondering if Des Bryant kept his hand underneath the ball and the ball never touched the ground, while the ball was loose in there, Des Bryant was hitting the boundary. He was out of bounds. And that's why even if the ball didn't touch the ground, it wasn't secured going to the ground, and Des Bryant mild protest at 2nd and 10.
And Landon Collins is able to get his left hand in there and disrupt it just enough, but free release off the ball, one-on-one on Landon Collins. I don't know if they want to see that too many more times.
Prescott keeps it, gets around a linebacker, and is out of bounds with another first down. It was Olivier Vernon right on the edge, and Dak Prescott went around him for 11.
Well, Olivier Vernon, he's trying to guard against the cutback if it's handed off, and he commits a little too much, and then Prescott's able to get on the edge, and that's the element that Prescott brings to this offense. They would run the read option looks with Romo as far as the play action, but obviously he would never tuck the football and run, and he presents another challenge for an opposing defense to play that part of.
Longest run of the game for Dallas. Here's Elliott left side, and he cannot get anything going. And there's big Damon Harrison in there to make the play, a loss of 2.
Yeah, well, Damon Snacks Harrison was a great pickup, in my opinion, by the New York Giants. He was with the Jets, and he was with a defense the last 3 years in run defense when he was the starter. They were top 5 against the run, and he's 350 pounds. At least that's what he's listed at, and he's more than just a big body in the middle. As we saw there, not only does he occupy a lot of blockers, but he makes plays. 70 tackles last year from that position.
4th tackle for Snacks in this first half. 2nd and 12. Prescott. Time runs out, and the pass incomplete. And pressure by Jason Pierre-Paul. The receiver was in the area. It was Witten, now 3rd down and 12.
Jason Pierre-Paul is going to start up, but then he gets the inside technique on Doug Free once he gets overextended, and then has a straight shot on Dak Prescott.
That accident last July 4th where Jason Pierre-Paul lost his index finger, now has a different glove. Remember last year when he came back for the last 8 games, had a big club on that right hand, so he's in a much better position now to make plays. 3rd and 12. Prescott, pass is caught, but short of a first down. It's Jason Witten. And it's 4th down. Field goal unit will come on for the Cowboys.
Yes, or another win here on this drive. A good job by the Cowboys and Prescott. But when they've gotten down in here near the goal line, the Giants have stepped up and they've made key stops.
25-yard try coming from Dan Bailey, who's 2 for 2. Cowboys are leading, but I'm sure thinking about what might have been on previous drives. Bryant came close, couldn't make the catch, and the Dallas lead is 2. 3 long drives have ended in field goals for the Dallas Cowboys. Their lead is 2, and there's a comparison of the 2-time Super Bowl MVP Eli Manning and first-time starter in the NFL Dak Prescott. Orlando Scandrick, who was beaten by Odell Beckham Jr. last time the Giants had the ball for a 45-yarder, missed all of last year with a torn right knee, has to exit That's a big loss for Dallas. Keep an eye and see if he comes back. Down by 2. The drive starts at the 25. Don't forget to check out Damon Wayans and Clayton Crawford in Lethal Weapon. It premieres Wednesday, September 21st, right here on Fox.
Well, Orlando Scandrick, we saw him during the break. He was on the sidelines. It looked like he were trying to stretch out his hamstring a little bit, but you know, when you have to open it up coming off that injury in your first ball game, and you get the assignment of Odell Beckham Jr., I mean, that's asking a lot. And most guys who have major knee reconstruction say it's really the second year when they're back that they feel that they're fully back to where they were prior to the injury.
Handoff is to Jennings. And a big run out across the 40 for Rashad Jennings, who had a career-high 863 yards a year ago.
Well, the Cowboys, they slant, and the Giants just hit them right where they weren't. They slanted out of the hole, and Jennings right up the gut. He's well into the secondary before anybody gets near him.
17-yard run, longest for either team in this first half. Delayed handoff. Little daylight there for Jennings, and he falls forward with a gain of 7.
Well, Rashad Jennings, this is a running game that when Ben McAdoo took over as the offensive coordinator, they were not good at all. And even last year, they weren't that impressive. 18th in the league, but they've gotten better each of the first 2 years. Rashad Jennings finished up the season last year, the last 4 games, very strong. And I know that they, along with all Giants fans, are hopeful that he can continue to do what he ended last season.
2nd and 3. Manning drops it down, and dropping the football is Jennings. What do you know, Aaron Andrews, about Orlando Scandrick?
Well, what we're hearing from Dallas is hamstring tightness from him. They've taken him back, as you guys saw, to the locker room. And you guys mentioned how he spoke to him about coming back from this injury. And what he told us is, the good news is I can't hurt it again. I just have to get out there and get confidence when I'm playing on it.
Aaron, thanks. We have a stoppage before this 3rd and 3.
The result of the previous play was an incomplete pass. Please reset the game clock to 2 minutes, 54 seconds, please. 2:54.
So we put 8 seconds back on the clock. It's a big 3rd down here for the Giants and Ben McAdoo. They've got 3 timeouts, plenty of time, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 3 right in your midfield.
Well, keep an eye on the rookie, Sterling Shepard, in the slot.
Out to his right. Pass is caught for a first down by Beckham. An easy pitch and catch, a gain of 5 for the first.
Yeah, fairly soft coverage there. Morris Claiborne, even though he's up, it's a bail technique. And for 3rd and short, you know, didn't come up and challenge him. Of course, when you got that kind of speed, you're worried that he's going to do to you what he did to Scandrick.
Handoff to Vereen. Flag is thrown, and Vereen picks up 12.
Offense, number 77. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
That's John Jerry, the right guard. He and Marshall Newhouse, the right tackle. They just pushed that defensive front back, and I don't know about that one. I didn't see much there. Newhouse got his arm up around his neck, but even that really wasn't a hold. Not so sure I agree with that call.
Only the 2nd play run in Dallas territory in the game. Here's Victor Cruz, and welcome back to number 80. It has been 700 days since Victor Cruz has played in an NFL game. Since October of 2014, he's got a catch. With a 2-minute warning in Arlington, Texas. Giants with a football, 2nd down when we come back as they trail by 2. Follow your favorite team all season long. Go to itunes.com/NFL. How would you grade the offensive line for the Giants on this possession?
Well, big question mark after the preseason. Really, the entire offense was, but they've done a nice job of protecting Eli Manning this first half. This drive, they've done an excellent job in run blocking.
2nd and 7. Pass caught. That's Will Tye. He's got a first down. Giants have plenty of time. 3 timeouts left. Minute 45 and counting.
Well, you just wonder when Eli's going to go after the rookie, Anthony Brown, who replaced Orlando Scandrick as their nickel corner.
Late handoff. It's Vereen. Flag again.
Holding. Offense, number 67. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Now they get the other guard, Justin Pugh. We got Jerry earlier, and that will eliminate a 4-yard run.
We'll take a look here and see what happens. With the left hand right there as Tyrone Crawford's trying to come around the block, and just not very good feet. Justin Pugh missed a lot of time this preseason, but just got lazy there with his feet and got called for the hold.
First down and 20. Manning scans the field, finds Vereen. Lee can't bring him down, and Vereen is inside the 40. Run down by Crawford, a gain of 6.
Of course, we talk about the Cowboys and not really being able to get after Eli Manning. Their 2 top pass rushers suspended coming into the season, and they really got to bring pressure to get to him.
Manning steps into it. It's got Cruz, and Victor Cruz down inside the 20. And the Giants hoping a big weapon and good compliment to Beckham is back.
Well, it's an excellent route by Victor Cruz. He completely gets Brandon Carr turned around and gives him a place to put the ball.
Manning, there he is again.
Well, this has to feel good for Victor Cruz. As you said, it's been a long time since he's been out on the field playing. He's made some catches on this drive, and I know he was looking forward to getting back to playing football and put the injuries behind him, and he's got to start feeling a little bit more comfortable making some of the plays that he's made here.
2nd and 7. Pass is caught by Tye. He takes it to the 10. 3rd down coming up. Aaron Andrews, what's up?
Talked to Victor Cruz last night, and he admitted to me sleeping has been hard for him. So much anxiety heading into this game. He said he really wanted to embrace the moment when he walked out on the field. I asked him what he would be thinking about, and he said when he woke up from surgery. He said those times that he woke up from surgery, he was thinking, I don't know if I'm ever going to make it back. Then he mentioned our favorite guys, social media, the haters on Twitter saying you're never going to make it back. And he said, when I get on this field today, I'll just think about them and think about myself and enjoy the moment.
Well, no Giant ever had a better 3-year span. 241 catches, over 3,600 yards, 23 touchdowns between 2011 and 13.
Yeah, I mean, before there was Odell Beckham Jr., there was Victor Cruz doing the salsa. I think a lot of people even in the organization were wondering if he would ever get back on the field again.
3rd down. Manning. It is caught by the rookie Sterling Shepard for the touchdown.
Well-designed route. You're going to run the rub here, and then you've got Sterling Shepard, who's going to play off of that man coverage, get a hesitation there on the outside with the rookie, Brown. But Shepard has to still come down with a ball that was underthrown. He goes over the rookie, Brown, and makes the play. And it's an excellent job of capping off the drive right before the end of this half.
His dad won a national championship, Derek Shepard, as the extra point is no good. And the first kick by Randy Bullock, who is in the lineup in place of the 1-game suspended Josh Brown. is hooked badly to the left.
Wow. That's really something for a guy who's kicked in this league, and to miss that, but you got to believe he's just a little bit nervous as well. But you go back to the.
Let's go back to 85. And Sterling Shepard's dad, Derek, and our own Troy Aikman is at the controls of the hitch. And here's yesterday in our meeting with Sterling, the son of Derek. Derek passing away when Sterling was 6, and he was taken under the wing of Bob Stoops, the great head coach at OU. Went to Oklahoma, took his dad's number 3, now wearing 87, and he has a touchdown.
Well, his dad was a great teammate, a great man, and I had never met Sterling Shepard, so I just wanted to tell him how much I thought of his father. And my first start as a rookie for the Cowboys in New Orleans, his dad, Derek Shepard, returned a punt against us for a touchdown, and Sterling Shepard doing a nice job here in his opener.
Lucky Whitehead will give it a run back and get knocked down across the 25 with no timeout, no time remaining on the clock. So Bullock misses the extra point. He had made his first one. 1 for 2 in that category, and now a player is down for the Giants. See who that is. JT Thomas is down for the Giants. And there he is in the background. He went down. Visa halftime coming up. Houston, it's all yours right now. Here's today's excitement brought to you by the Nissan Titan. Today's excitement brought to you by the Nissan Titan. Happy to have Nissan with us. Happy to have you with us here in Arlington, Texas. 4-point game at the half. Giants on top. Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, Aaron Andrews down on the field. And, well, it's been a couple of big strikes from the Giants offensively. That's the difference. They're getting touchdowns. The Cowboys are getting field goals.
That's right. I mean, it's pretty amazing how little the Giants have had the ball, but they've capitalized on them and have made the most of those possessions they've had. The Cowboys have moved the ball. I don't think either team, from an offensive standpoint, really needs to do anything differently. Certainly the Cowboys don't. I think Dak Prescott has shown that he's very comfortable. They just have not been able to finish these drives. And then defensively, neither team's really been able to get much pressure on these quarterbacks. And to me, that's the glaring weakness, and they've got to be able to try to generate that. To do it, you've got to bring extra people, and when you start doing that against the Cowboys, you're leaving Des Bryant one-on-one. You do that against the Giants, you leave Odell Beckham one-on-one, and that's the choice that you have to make.
Saw the statistics at the half. Time of possession just dominated by the Cowboys. Over 22 minutes of the first 30 minutes. The Cowboys had the ball. There's Scandrick. Back out of the locker room, still in pads. We'll see if he returns. Giants start this half with the football, and coming out, Dwayne Harris. And forced out near the 24, maybe the 25-yard line. What'd you learn, Aaron Andrews?
Well, speaking to Jason Garrett, as you can imagine, he was very happy with his quarterback. Dak Prescott said he was efficient, did a nice job. Those long drives, as Troy mentioned, he said we have got to find a way to finish them, put some points on the board. What he wasn't happy about is the fact they wanted to make Eli Manning uncomfortable, and they haven't done that. In talking to Ben McAdoo, he told me he's very happy with his offensive line. They need to keep protecting Eli Manning, and he thinks now his offense is finally in the rhythm. Here you go, guys. He said, we have to protect the Duke on offense. There you go. Got it in.
That's the football. The Duke. Eli 13 of 16.
That's his big saying, protect the Duke.
Here is toss to Jennings, and this time the Cowboys defensively rallied to the ball. Terrell McClain, first one there. Now the Giants, Troy, spent heavily to improve their pass rush and their defense, especially up front. The Cowboys have drug suspensions all over their defense, and they're getting no pressure on Eli Manning.
A little different approach, really, for both of these organizations as they went through the offseason as to how they were going to dress their defensive needs.
Manning protected again, and this one's picked. Brandon Carr. And the first turnover of the game belongs to the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, Brandon Carr, he just reads it beautifully, and he comes right underneath, and Sterling Shepard just unable to do anything about it. Sean Lee puts the pressure on Eli Manning, and as Manning feels that pressure coming, he kind of turns and throws it without really looking too much. You're going to see Sean Lee as he comes around the edge, and Eli is working the other side as he comes back. Not a good look out there on the sidelines, and he turns it loose, and just really not much, in my opinion, that Shepard could have done. Coach talking to him there. Don't know if it was a bust in the route that he ran, but a costly turnover to give the ball to the Cowboys on this side of the 50.
That is the first interception for Brandon Carr since 2013. Hand off to Elliott. And Ezekiel Elliott will pick up 2.5. Meanwhile, the Cowboys had only 11 takeaways all last year. Here's the pick.
Yeah, stride for stride. You know, Sterling Shepard is not an overly fast guy. He's got excellent quickness and he's explosive, but on the outside, he primarily works on the inside. You could tell Brandon Carr was never threatened by him going past him. It completely undercut the route.
3 long drives, but just 9 points. Prescott finds Beasley. And Beasley gave up a little bit of forward progress, looking for more of a home run, and picks up 6.
Well, the one thing the Giants have done a good job defensively, even though they're not getting to Dak Prescott, is they are rallying to the football. And some of these catches, you're not seeing the Giants giving up very many big plays, and Steve Spagnuolo, you know, trying to mix it up, but just knowing that you've got to pick your spots. He's a guy who likes to get you to 3rd and medium, 3rd and long, and bring pressures. Right now, faced with a 3rd and 2.
Out to his left, Beasley hitting stride for a first down. We showed you that terrible injury at the end of the first half. J.T. Thomas, they're x-raying his leg. If we get an update, we'll give it to you. Here's Prescott on the run again.
Yeah, move the pocket to the left, let him get a good look at it. We've seen him throw very well to his left. It's, like I said earlier, it's what he's very comfortable doing, moving the pocket, not to imply that he can't just beat you from within the pocket too. We've seen that today, and he's done it throughout his college career.
Ezekiel Elliott up at the top. Pass is incomplete as Prescott and Witten were not on the same page.
Well, Jason Pierre-Paul has gotten Doug free now a couple times. With you start worrying about that speed rush on the outside, and you get Doug free extending to keep you from getting on the edge, and you come underneath. And a few times now in this game, he's had a straight shot on Dak Prescott.
Cowboys are inside field goal range after the turnover, facing 2nd and 10. Toss to Elliott. Little bit of a seam there for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll be about 2 shy of a first down. Gain of 8, Casillas on the stop, and he's been busy. Jonathan Casillas, 3rd and 2.
Well, Ezekiel Elliott, he's really probably a more physical runner than people would think. I mean, he's got home run capabilities, very quick. He finishes off these runs. He certainly can run between the tackles, but great speed there, being able to get on the edge, pick up a nice game.
It's been a better debut for Prescott than Elliott so far. Low snap, pass caught. Beasley looking for a block. He's got the first down. And that was all Cole Beasley.
Yeah, Cole Beasley, Janoris Jenkins plays it well. He's coming off the block, and he's there to make a play on it, and then Landon Collins as well, and they're just not able to get him onto the ground. So Cole Beasley, as you said, Joe, really does it all himself to get the first down.
Gain of 7 on 3rd and 2. 1st and goal from the 8. Elliott cuts back. Zeke, touchdown.
A wide rush here by Kerry Wynn opens up that cutback lane. These two guys check up to the linebacker, and they secure it there, and nobody's going to be able to stop Ezekiel Elliott at that point once he gets to the goal line.
Cowboys have had the ball 4 times, have 4 scores, but now their first touchdown. Extra point by Bailey. 3-point game. Rod Marinelli, the defensive coordinator for the Cowboys, will tell you this defense is predicated on taking the ball away. Brandon Carr did it. And then Ezekiel Elliott, the rookie, takes it in. Cowboys back on top. These days playing quarterback for Highland Park High School is John Stephen Jones, son of Stephen Jones, grandson of Jerry. They beat Mansfield Timberview 31-0 on Friday. He can jump. A good young quarterback. Part of the great high school football scene here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Here's Harris on the return. Giants trailing by 3, and Jeff Heath makes the play. A return of 16 yards. Ezekiel Elliott has his first touchdown. So do the Cowboys as they lead by 3. And we are back to football. 2016 season kicked off on Thursday. Congratulations to Trevor Siemian and the world champion Denver Broncos for that impressive win at home over the Carolina Panthers. Here we are in Arlington. Cowboys leading by 3, and Jennings has stood up. No gain. The Dallas defense last year tied a record for the fewest ever takeaways in a 16-game schedule with just 11. So they didn't have a lot of points off turnovers, only 27. They have 7 points off the Brandon Carr interception in this one and lead by 3. 2nd and 10. Eli protected, going to air it out for Beckham, and he overthrows him. Flag is down, and it's against Dallas. This might be why.
Yeah, they're going to the corner right there. Morris Claiborne grabs a hold of the jersey. It was a good job of the officials seeing it.
Number 24, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
I tell you, once Odell Beckham, Jason Garrett doesn't like the call, but I don't know what he doesn't like. He obviously didn't see it. Odell Beckham gets a step on you, and you better start grabbing something because you're not going to catch him.
Cowboys would take that trade any day, 5 yards, as opposed to Beckham running free down the sideline. But a first down. Beckham in the slot. Here's Jennings. There's McClain. Loss of 1.
Weston Richburg, he just is unable to make the block, but here's McClain. He just beats him. Right pass right in the middle of the defense, and Rashad Jennings has no opportunity. And Terrell McClain, as I said earlier, he's really had a nice camp. Everyone was excited about him. Makes a big play on that down.
Play action on 2nd and 11. Manning sideline pass is caught out of bounds by Beckham. Incomplete. 3rd and 11.
See as he catches it, comes out. Not something the Giants do a lot of as far as moving the pocket, but Eli comes out, but not able to make the completion. So now the Cowboys, they're able to finally force a 3rd and long against the Giants. We'll see what Rod Marinelli elects to do.
Manning in trouble, and down he goes. Mayowa.
Well, they play man underneath. Their safety help, and that's why you see Claiborne more in a trail technique. It's a very difficult coverage to beat. You got to work the middle of the field, 4-man rush, and just great coverage allows the pass rush then to finally get to Manning.
Benson Mayowa with the play to bring down Manning. The punt, Whitehead on the return. Out to the 39. We look at the two quarterbacks going to break. Eli with a cut above his nose. Dak Prescott, the rookie, having fun, leading over the Giants. Dallas Cowboys start this drive at the 40. Cowboys are 7-0 all time against the Giants in Week 1 matchups. Prescott, a little pump fake. He fires, and he and Terrence Williams not on the same page. 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, this is the 4th time in the last 5 years the Giants and Cowboys have played in Week 1.
Yeah, it seems like that's just the way it goes anymore. They play in Week 1, and the Cowboys win is what seems to happen. And Steve Spagnuolo, he dials up a blitz on 1st down, and I go back to Scott Linehan as the offensive coordinator. I think he's called really an excellent game for Dak Prescott. He's been unpredictable in what they've done. It hasn't been run, pass, run, pass, and Spagnuolo knowing that as well, and he brings the blitz on 1st down.
Play action. Witten underneath makes the catch, and a good tackle is made by Darian Thompson, the rookie. You can see why they like him. 3rd-round pick out of Boise State. Small screen, stadium-sized content. Watch live local Sunday games on your smartphone with NFL Mobile. 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, we'll see what Spagnuolo, if he decides to bring the pressure again and try to force Prescott into a mistake or to get rid of the ball early. That's something probably the most impressive part of Prescott through the preseason, and then today he's not turned the ball over. He has yet to throw an interception. He's been very smart with the football, taking what the defense has given him.
Beasley's been busy on 3rd downs, trying to get a screen for Elliott. It's not there. Well played by the Giants, and they force a 4th down.
Well, it was a pretty good call there by Scott Linehan, but Zeke Elliott gets caught in the wash. So Spagnuolo brings the pressure, and then you try to pick off the guy who's in man coverage. But you're going to see Elliott here try to get through and navigate all that, and he just can't. The linemen are out in front of him. The timing was off, and again, Prescott does an excellent job of just getting rid of the football and saying, hey, a punt's okay.
There's been a Chris Jones sighting. He's the punter for the Cowboys, first time on the field. High hanger for Harris, and out of bounds inside the 15. Good punt. They're going to mark it out at the 12. Des Bryant, animated as always on America's Game of the Week. His Cowboys lead by 3.
When you told me that you had been sending players to the homes of victims, I was touched myself. The response of the team to this tragedy has made me proud to be a Giant fan, and I know Bob would be too. Thank you for your kindness.
That's Victor Cruz is seen on the pregame handoff to Jennings, and Rashad Jennings carries it across at 15. Victor Cruz reading letters from fans to the team as sports really took over at that time in September. It was a great diversion from the horrific events of 9/11 back in 2001, whether it was the Giants doing what they did, the Yankees, the Mets in New York, Giants could see the smoke from the towers from their practice field. A galvanizing day in the United States. 2nd and 6. Just got it away, and now Manning got rid of the ball. Right now they're not saying incomplete pass. It certainly looked like Manning's arm was going forward. Right now they're marking the ball up at the 20. Skandrick was in. Let's take a look.
Couldn't tell exactly where the, if it's thrown behind him, and if it's a backwards lateral. Couldn't see it exactly, but
it's a 4-yard gain instead of an incomplete pass. Cowboys were calling for an incomplete pass, and it's a 1st down carry by Rashad Jennings. So the only way you can view that prior play is that it was ruled a lateral. Otherwise, this is an incomplete pass. Let's take a look. Close. Parallel would have been backward. Jennings on 1st down. Picks up a yard. Cowboys didn't want to challenge it. 1st down carry by Rashad Jennings. Now 2nd and 9, and the Dallas defense playing a little better. Last couple of times the Giants have had the ball.
Yeah, well, that play was almost a real disaster for the New York Giants. It ended up being a benefit.
Handoff is to Vereen. 3rd down coming up.
Where their big runs have come whenever they've been able to get some yardages right there in the middle between those guards. And that time Shane Vereen, he gets in behind John Jerry. He's just hitting you. You can hardly see him. He just wants Jerry to get moving so he can get going himself.
3rd down and 4. Pass incomplete for Vereen. It's 4th down.
A little shaky that series for Eli Manning. We saw the one that was close to being a lateral and then you've got this throw here that he's got him open. If he's able to pitch and catch, then it's a 1st down and just an errant pass.
Brad Wing, 3rd punt of the day. He's hit a 60-yarder in this game. Got a big leg. He was easily hitting the scoreboard that hangs over the field here at AT&T Stadium before the game. Here's Lucky Whitehead. No flags on the field, and after a 50-yard punt, a 7-yard return. We'll take a timeout. Cowboys have the football as they continue to lead by 3. Four minutes left, 3rd quarter, 3-point Dallas lead. Dak Prescott 18 of 26. 14 of the completions have gone to Witten or Beasley. Des Bryant, 1 catch. He's been targeted just 3 times. Here's Alfred Morris, has got some room to run. And a nice gain on 1st down of about 9. Saturday college football coverage kicks off when Iowa State takes on 15th ranked TCU at noon Eastern on FS1. Number 4 ranked Ohio State, 14th ranked Oklahoma at 7 Eastern on Fox. 2nd and 1.
Nice run there by Alfred Morris. That's what we had gotten to see so often during his rookie season there in Washington. Just right off tackle and 1-cut runner and a big hole.
Morris again breaks 1 tackle and is going to lunge. We'll see where they put it. That's a 1st down. The state of Mississippi should be proud. Second time in NFL history that starting quarterbacks from Ole Miss, Eli Manning and Mississippi State Dak Prescott, face off. The first and only other time was September 15th, 1974, when Eli's dad, Archie of Ole Miss, faced San Francisco quarterback Joe Reed of Mississippi State. Dak Prescott has played really well. Keeps it here on play action. Fires for Williams. And Williams gave up forward progress. He's going to end up picking up 9.5 as he goes backward. And we'll take another look.
Well, it's an excellent route by Terrence Williams. He drives back to the football. You see there's a lot of bodies right there, a lot of blue jerseys, and yet he comes back to the ball. It's textbook route running and really helping out your quarterback. So, yeah, you give up some yards, but he keeps anybody else from being able to drive on it. He's going to obviously get his opportunities when he's playing opposite Des Bryant. He's been a big play guy, a little bit like Alvin Harper was for me back when I was playing, but he's really improved in some of his route running from what I've seen this offseason.
Here's Morris left side, cuts up field, and he's going to be short of the first down. Big third down coming up. Here's Carissa Thompson with a game break.
Thanks, Joe. Let's head to Indianapolis. The Colts were down 21-3 in the second quarter, but this Dwayne Allen 19-yard touchdown catch from Andrew Luck closes the gap. Allen then converted on the 2-point attempt. The Colts now within a field goal, 21-18. Joe, Troy, and Aaron.
Third down and 1 here. It's the up back carrying for a first down, Keith Smith, one of 2 fullbacks on the roster for the Cowboys.
Well, soak that in, Keith. You're not going to get too many more opportunities to carry the football. Third and short. Those guys are usually there for one reason, and that's to clear a nice hole for the first round pick or tailback, and he gets the ball and gets a nice first down.
Tyron Smith, who's been to the last 3 Pro Bowls, is getting looked at. He'll have to come out for at least a play. Ron Leary, who's a backup offensive lineman, inactive with a bad groin. They have Chaz Green, a 3rd round pick from a year ago. And Joe Looney is backup offensive lineman. That's it. Chaz Green checks in. May have gotten poked in the eye. There's Green. Prescott floats it too high for Cole Beasley.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough throw as they check out Tyron Smith on the sidelines. He's running a corner route. Pretty good coverage there by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, but he had safety help driving down. And on the move, you really have to be perfect then with the football and just not a real easy throw. And when you leave it high like that with a safety driving on it, oftentimes those are intercepted. So tough throw for Prescott to try to get in there.
2nd and 10. Handoff is to Morris, and Alfred Morris down inside the 40.
This offensive line, 3 Pro Bowlers from last season. Travis Frederick, the center, highest paid center in the NFL this year with the new contract. He comes off and does an excellent job of creating a space for Alfred Morris right in the middle. And Des Bryant likes what he saw. And Alfred Morris, he's always been one of my favorite guys going back to when he came into the league. And he's got new lease running behind this offensive line.
They made a 1,000-yard rusher out of Darren McFadden a year ago. 4th quarter, that's where we're headed. Back after this from your local Fox station. 3 3/4, there are the numbers. In this, the opening game between the Cowboys and the Giants. Main stat is 16-13 Dallas on America's Game of the Week. Morris stays in the lineup. First down.
The Giants one-on-one right now across the board.
Prescott pulls it out, airs it out. The big guy, Bryant, is let out of bounds. Dak Prescott saw the same thing you did.
Yeah, well, he had the right idea. You know, 1st and 10, and the Giants are showing man-to-man, one-on-one outside. You got Dez Bryant, give him a shot, but Janoris Jenkins is doing an excellent job of running down the sideline with him, just not giving him anywhere to put the football. Had to put it on the outside, and then, of course, he's out of bounds. And you see, been thrown to now 4 times with just 1 catch, and that came very early in this ball game, the catch that he made.
First possession for the Cowboys. 2nd and 10 now. Morris. How about this, Troy? In the category of times have changed. Here's Dez Bryant playing around with Odell Beckham. How you doing, buddy? Good. Let's just throw the ball around together. The Cowboys star, the Giants star, and they were running pass patterns for each other.
It is definitely a different time from what it was, and that's okay. You talk to a lot of these old school coaches, they scratch their head a little bit, and then you got the younger coaches who come in, and these players, it's a pretty good life if you can have it.
3rd down and 6. Morris passed too high. And it was well covered by Keenan Robinson anyway. 4th down and a big stop there by this Giants defense.
Yeah, they were needing to make a stop, and just to go back to really Dak Prescott and what he's done in this game, it's been really impressive. I mean, you watch him, a few errant throws here and there, but we've seen him, at least how I'm viewing him. You come in thinking how you're going to protect him, but he's certainly executing the game plan. As we see, Olivier Vernon takes the inside rush and forces Prescott to get that ball out a little sooner than what he wanted.
Here is a 54-yard try. Bailey, what a weapon. Highest field goal percentage in franchise history. He is 4 for 4 and 2 50-plus yarders. The lead is 6. Welcome you back to Arlington, Texas. Good opening game. It's a 6-point affair. 19-13, Dallas on top after another long drive. That's been the impressive aspect of this Cowboys offense led by the rookie. They've had 4 really long drives, double digits in plays, but only 1 touchdown. The lead is 6. The drive will start at the 25. Today we honor and remember all those who were lost in the September 11th attacks of 2001, including hundreds of first responders who sacrificed their lives for our country. 9/11 has become the largest annual day of charitable engagement in the United States. To learn how you can make a difference year-round, visit 911day.org. Giants from the 25. Manning's got Beckham wide open. And Odell Beckham out to the 40. Gain of 15.
Well, good protection in the middle for Eli Manning and a clean pocket. He's able to step up. Cowboys have been playing a fair amount of coverage with their safeties deep. This time, instead of man coverage underneath, they go zone or open up a nice lane.
Here's Beckham again as the Giants hurry it up. Beckham will cross the 45 to the 47. Good for 7.
That's one of the things that Ben McAdoo talked to us about last night, is that you got to change the tempo. You got to control the tempo, but it doesn't always mean you're playing fast. Sometimes you speed it up, as they did right there between the reception and the next snap, and sometimes you slow it down and give your quarterback a chance to really survey the field.
Jennings left side, nothing. Loss of 2. Sean Lee was not alone. Cedric Thornton, a free agent pickup from Philly, brings up 3rd and 5. Rod Marinelli, the defensive coordinator, served this country in Vietnam. Former offensive lineman in his college days. What's he dial up on 3rd and 5? Beckham was trying to get Eli's attention. Flag is down. Pass incomplete. Beckham was trying to get Eli Manning's attention before the snap. Here's the call.
Illegal formation by the offense. Number 87 was covering the tight end. That penalty has been declined. He's over the play. It's 4th down.
Watch Beckham, Troy, before this play.
He's trying to get his attention. They call Sterling Shepard for covering up the tight end. Just one of those mistakes that you'll see from a rookie. But inside the Cowboys, the outside receivers, they're trying to take away, and they're trying to give those corners some help. And those inside receivers, then that time Larry Donnell, didn't matter because there's a penalty. They've got to win.
3rd straight punt for the Giants. Beasley stays away, and into the end zone it goes. First time Cole Beasley's been back there on a punt. In the sunshine. Here comes Dak, up 6.
Here's what I was talking about going to break. Larry Donnell, the tight end. It's man coverage underneath. They're getting help on the outside. He has to win. Byron Jones locks him up and keeps him from getting off the ball. And as Donnell comes over to the sidelines, Ben McAdoo lets him know in no uncertain terms he's got to get off the ball, and he does. That's the guy who has to win versus that 2-man look. That's what the Cowboys have been showing throughout this game, and not enough guys have won there in the middle.
Tyron Smith back in the lineup for the Cowboys. Flag is down. Prescott is not, in the pass to the sideline incomplete, but a flag thrown at the beginning of it.
Holding. Offense. Number 71. 10-yard penalty. Replay 1st down.
Kyle Collins, 2nd-year player.
He's your left guard right here, 2nd-year player, and it's one of those moves where when you just get beat, Olivier Vernon is able to get inside, and Olivier Vernon, I think he's had himself a nice opening game here in a New York Giants uniform. But Kyle Collins has come a long way. He's a really talented guy. He got playing time, of course, last year, and he's go through some of the rookie things, and those mistakes, those mental lapses that he's had have been further and further apart, but gets a penalty there.
Handoff to Ezekiel Elliott. He does have a touchdown in this game, but has yet to really get loose. Here are the offensive leaders for the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott. There's the touchdown for Elliott, 19 for 50 in his NFL debut, and Witten 7 catches. Different quarterback, same go-to guy, Jason Witten, for the Dallas Cowboys.
I think if you had told the Giants that they would hold Ezekiel Elliott to under 3 yards at this point in the game, they would have been pretty pleased.
Beasley, that's in the air and to the turf. Beasley couldn't hang on, and that ball just sat in the air, but no Giant could get there. It's 3rd and 18.
Couple balls now. We saw the opportunity Beasley had early in the ball game that would have been a touchdown. Not an easy catch, certainly a high throw. This is another one that's high, but one that he could, look to me anyway, that he could have. Maybe not. It was a high throw, and those are hard catches to make when you're going across the middle, knowing there's bodies in there and not wanting to get blown up.
3rd down and 18. Here's a screen for Witten, a tight end screen. And a good play is made by young Eli Apple, the rookie corner out of Ohio State, a gain of 3.
Eli Apple, boy, if he comes along, and he's shown this in camp, his willingness to come up and make a play. He's got great size and range, and you combine him with Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, and then, of course, Janoris Jenkins as he moves through this season. This is a pass defense that was last in the league last year. Some of that had to do with the lack of a pass rush, but they've kind of overhauled that in many ways. much improved.
Dwayne Harris waiting for the punt from Chris Jones. Ladouceur will snap it. Beauty. From inside the 30, but room to maneuver. Out to the 46. And that's where Eli Manning will have it, as his Giants trail by 6. Rookies of the Cowboys, Prescott and Elliott. Impressive here in week 1. Certainly the case for Prescott. 6-point Dallas lead. Giants have just 32 yards in 4 second-half possessions. That's got to turn around right now for Eli Manning. False start. Not a good start to the drive.
It's a terrible start to the drive. Shouldn't happen.
False start. Offense, number 84. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Ben McAdoo's not too happy with Larry Donnell already. He's certainly not going to be pleased with that. When you're struggling offensively, as the Giants have been here in the second half, these pre-snap penalties are killers. He moves just enough of a flinch that they call it, and now he's on the sidelines.
First time the Giants have had it and started outside their own 25-yard line. Four-man rush underneath Vereen. Good start now. Shane Vereen, who was the number 2 receiver as far as catches are concerned for Eli in this offense a year ago, gets 10.
Career high in receptions last year, and obviously spent some time there in New England with Tom Brady. And you know, Ben McAdoo says he's like a tight end in the backfield, and you know, he'll win more times than not if you single him up and they need a key completion.
2nd and 5. Manning chased, throws, has a guy. And that's Shepard, the rookie, who has a touchdown in this game. Gain of 20.
Well, Eli's able to navigate this rush, and looked like he might get caught there, but he hangs in there, and Sterling Shepard, who really does a good job of just setting down in the hole. That time they're in zone coverage and help your quarterback out. He throttled it down, and Eli finds it.
First down, pass caught, will tie. Inside the 25. Justin Durant spent a year in Atlanta, was here in 2013 and 14, made the tackle. And a gain of 5. Larry Donnell checks back in. Here's Vereen. Vereen breaks loose, has a first down. Mark just inside the 15, a gain of 10.
Well, just some good combination blocking in the middle there by the Giants. They're able to move some people out. They hit it right in the middle. Like I said, that's been kind of their best stuff, is when they've hit Dallas right in the middle, right in the teeth. It's when they've been able to rattle off some pretty good yards.
Giants are 2 for 2 in the red zone, scoring touchdowns. They're in it again. Vereen. Sean Lee. We actually talked to Eli Manning about the issue here at AT&T Stadium as they work their way down the end to our right, and they're, in this case, it's Eli Manning looking up into the sun.
He said either the quarterback's looking at it into the sun or the receivers are, and as a quarterback, I'd rather the receivers be looking into it, but it is a distraction.
Second and 7, more for Vereen. 1st and goal. And Shane Vereen has been the most impressive running back in this game.
Well, Will Tye, he's your fullback. He kind of jumps in there and gets on the linebacker, and the line, they're able to collapse it and create some nice running lanes there in the middle. This offensive line, I mean, they were a maligned group, and rightfully so by their performance in the preseason. But you know, overall, they've done a nice job here today.
Manning, end zone, incomplete. Beckham and a lot of hand checking with Carr.
You give up a little bit of size. You know, when you've got a guy like Des Bryant, as Dallas has, and a big physical body who's able to just go up and just manhandle people. And Odell Beckham, just a little different type of receiver.
2nd and goal. Pass is caught. Incomplete. Out of bounds was Beckham.
Well, that should have been 6 points. It doesn't really get a whole lot better than this for a quarterback and receiver. They get Brandon Carr off, and when he spins out of that, you just got to drive it down low. And instead, it goes high on Eli, and he knows that he missed one that's about as open as you get in this area of the field.
3rd and goal. Pass is caught for the touchdown. Time to Salsa. Victor Cruz, welcome back. And now the extra point for the lead. Here's the touchdown.
Yeah, he's patient. He lets everybody get through, and then he goes and takes the middle, and Eli hangs in there and then puts it on him. And I speak for a lot of fans around the NFL, and certainly Giants fans that have been waiting a long time to see Victor Cruz do the salsa dance.
This for the lead. Bullock 1 for 2. Knocks it in. And it's a 1-point Giant lead as number 10 finds an old friend, Victor Cruz, and the Giants are back on top. There have been 5 lead changes in this game. Giants and Cowboys the opening week 2016. Eli Manning on that drive, 4 for 6, 38 yards, and the touchdown to number 80, Victor Cruz, and it's been a while. Giants now 3 for 3 in the red zone, scoring touchdowns, and that's certainly the difference in this game. Young Dak Prescott will start the drive, down by 1 from the 25.
We'll go back and take a look at that touchdown. And Larry Donnell, the tight end, he kind of serves as a pick, and as Victor Cruz comes underneath on the slant route, it gives him the separation necessary, and then he works to the middle of the field with the linebacker cheating over the top as well. But a well-designed play, a lot of man coverage down in this area. The Cowboys played a lot of man coverage in general today, you know, as they like. But 3 straight passes down there from the 3-yard line, and they would have been sick the way they were running the ball in the middle had they not have come away with a touchdown.
They start with Elliott. No gain. Last year was a frustrating year for the Giants. They finished at 6-10, but they had 5 losses during the course of the year where they had the lead within the final 2 minutes, and it started that way here in Arlington, Texas, week 1.
Well, it's a good point. They haven't won an opener since 2010, and of course 3 straight losing seasons, haven't made the playoffs in 4 years. You know, obviously you can get to the playoffs and do a lot of great things not winning week 1, but that formula hasn't worked very well for these Giants. This is an important ball game for every team around the league, especially the men in blue.
Prescott throws. Bryant He's incomplete. And now it's Bryant looking back into the sun. Well covered by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie and Darian Thompson.
Yeah, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, he's got some help. You see him even peek as Bryant gets past him, saying, hey, where's my help from the rookie safety Thompson? But this has been a frustrating day for Des Bryant. He's been targeted a few times, hasn't been able to make plays, and getting to this situation in the ball game, you know, clearly he wants to be an impact guy.
3rd down and 10. Pass is caught. Williams. Well, the official nearest the ball gave a very unfavorable position with the football. Now the other official overrules, and this is a 1st down. Initially, the official placed it down just shy of the 35, and the other official came across the field and said no, 1st down. And that was a big conversion by Dak Prescott.
That was a big-time throw. It shows you what kind of arm he has, that he's got Doug Free, you know, his right tackle, who's pushed right back into his face. He's not really able to get into that throw, yet he throws a dart down that sideline.
Mark that play down. Here's Elliott, left side. Penalty flag flies as Collins takes down Elliott. And it's a hold against Dallas. And a decision here for McAdoo.
Holding. Offense. Number 71. 10-yard penalty. Replay 1st down.
Well, here's the decision. He could have declined the penalty, made it 2nd and 15. It was a loss of 5. Instead, he accepts the penalty, and he go back to 1st down, 1st and 20. And it's Vernon again who draws the hold.
It's really been good, Olivier Vernon, and I know visiting with Steve Spagnuolo, he said he's obviously a great player. He helps us on the field, but he's really changed, you know, the locker room and the culture and the work ethic that he has really rubbed off on every guy on that defensive side of the ball. And those are the types of players, when you're going to go out and pay big money, yeah, you need guys who can play, but you need guys who can set the example for your organization too.
Time for these high-priced defensive players in addition for the Giants to earn that money. 1st and 20. Pass is incomplete, too high for Witten. And Witten turns around looking for a flag. 2nd and 20.
Well, pressure inside. Doug Free is, when he's given up pressure, we saw the bull rush that when Prescott had the big completion to Terrence Williams just a moment ago, but this inside rush that they've used against him is what got Prescott hit on that last play, and throwing high where he did, a lot of times bad things can happen. So good call to go back to your point, Joe. Instead of 2nd and 15, now 2nd and 20.
Prescott in trouble. Throws, has Beasley incomplete. And there's Casillas again. Pressure by Jason Pierre-Paul.
Yeah, he's beat him inside. Now Doug Free's guarding against the inside rush, and then JPP comes around the edge, and this has been a nice performance by Jason Pierre-Paul, and we talked about what he went through, but clearly he's in a different place this year.
Jonathan Hankins is down for the Giants. We'll take a break. Four and a half to go. 3rd down and 20 as they take Jonathan Hankins to the sideline, stretch out the left leg. We'll see what Dak Prescott and the Cowboys do offensively here.
Yeah, and what Scott Linehan elects to call. You want to be real careful here. I mean, we've seen Dak Prescott. He's been good with the football. He hasn't put it really in harm's way. But you start getting to 3rd and longs like this, which they've been able to avoid. Do you protect the quarterback, run a draw, punt, a screen, something simple, or do you try to pick it up? But you got to be real smart with the football at this point in the ball game for Dak Prescott.
So I'm trying to set up a screen earlier in the game. Quick throw, Witten, and this is just to get some yards. Well, there you go. They protect the young quarterback. They get it out of his hands. A safe throw. Pick up 9.
Yeah, I think it's a smart thing to do, and I am not so sure they would have done that if Tony Romo was playing either. The likelihood of converting in that situation, not very good. get the ball out quick, add some yards to your punt, try to pin the Giants down in there, and then make a stop.
Wayne Harris waits for it. Trying to keep himself out of the sunshine, and as he makes his way toward that sun-splashed area, it's a 43-yard punt. Nothing on the return. All right, you've heard about it, and now Fox Sundays getting conquered. Jason Sudeikis is the voice of Zorn the Barbarian, who's taking over the Burbs. From the creators of the Lego movie, Son of Zorn, sneak preview right after the game tonight. Good luck to Jason and that crew with Son of Zorn. Now 3:57 left for Eli Manning, each team with all 3 timeouts.
Well, the Giants here going to their 4-minute offense and take their time. They'll slow the tempo down and try to make the most of each one of these plays and run the clock down as best they can.
They're going to run it with Jennings, and a nice run out to the 30 with Crawford on his back. Remember the missed extra point. Even if the Giants score a touchdown, it's still a 1-possession game. 2nd and 3 now.
I'll expect to see as we move along here, expect to see Rod Marinelli start taking a few more chances and knowing that he's got to make a key stop, get the ball back to his offense.
Jennings again. Good run, first down, out to the 41. And a timeout is taken by Dallas.
Well, John Jerry, the right guard, they've been running this play, and this is where they've had their success. They pull him, he leads the way, and Rashad Jennings has just really shown excellent patience in the hole and not hitting it too soon, letting things develop, knowing they're going to run the football and a couple big runs to open up this drive.
Well, it's a 1-point game, and here are the Giants again. Troy Aikman last year in the opener, they could not run the clock down. They gave Tony Romo and the Cowboys a chance, and with 7 seconds left, it was a touchdown throw to Jason Witten. All those heartbreaks a year ago. Time for the Giants to close out what they've started here.
Well, they've got a veteran quarterback who can handle this. He knows what he's doing, but you're right. I mean, the way that ended last year and so many other times, to be in this position and not be able to close out a football game, the way this possession has started, knowing what they have to do, 2 well-run offensive plays to start this drive.
And they were both by Rashad Jennings. Now first down, and the Cowboys with 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left to stop the clock. Jennings again, left side. They're going to give him progress out to the 45. Timeout taken with 3 minutes left. Dallas down to 1. Week 1, the Giants failed to score a touchdown with less than 2 minutes left. And it was the incompletion that allowed the Cowboys a chance. Without timeouts, they drove 72 yards in 1:27 and scored the game-winning touchdown on that from Romo to Witten with 7 seconds left.
Well, both of these teams after last year's strength was offense, the deficiencies were defense. And even though the Giants addressed that and the Giants defense has played well, the offense is going to carry the day for this football team. And if you're a good offense, you will not give the ball back to Dallas. You take the ball with 3 minutes now to play in this game, and you run out the clock.
See what the Cowboys have done since Romo became the starter in Dallas. 7 and 20 when they don't have him. Jennings, huge first down. And this maligned offensive line is opening up holes for Rashad Jennings when it matters the most.
Yeah, Weston Richburg, the center. He seals off the edge. John Jerry once again. You've got 74 Eric Flowers, and they just punctured this defense right in the middle. And that's disheartening for a defense when you're saying we're going to run the ball and we're not going to get cute with it. It's just big man on big man, and we're going to come off the ball and we're going to move it. And that's what's happened.
Ben McAdoo is trying to win his debut as a head coach. Not just in the NFL, but anywhere. 2 years the offensive coordinator, taking over for the legendary Tom Coughlin, who spent 12 years on the sidelines for the Giants, won 2 Super Bowls. And here is McAdoo, 2 minutes 54 seconds away. The Cowboys now out of timeouts. Jennings. Defense for Dallas makes a play at Sean Lee. Let's go to Carissa with a game break. We will see them in Los Angeles against the Rams in their home opener. 2nd and 9 here. Last play before the 2-minute warning, and the Dallas defense steps up. A loss of 3. And a 3rd down when we come back. The game will hang in the balance on the other side of the break. 2-minute warning in Arlington. Well, Ben McAdoo, what do you do offensively on 3rd and 12?
Well, I'd expect him to run the ball here, Joe. It's the difference in taking about 40 seconds or so off the clock. And if you throw it and it's incomplete, you're leaving a lot of time left on the clock for Dallas. We saw what happened last year.
Play of the game. And they do run it. And it's Jennings coming up short. It'll be 4th down. And Rashad Jennings came close. The offense for the moment stays out there for the Giants. Wing is about to hop onto the field for New York. Game clock is coming up on 1:30 left, and it's J.J. Wilcox who prevents the 1st down.
That's right. That's right. It looked to me that Rashad Jennings was going to pick up that 1st down, and then J.J. Wilcox comes in and just knocks him out.
They can take the penalty and punt. It'll still be over 1 minute left, and Dak Prescott the chance to be the hero.
New York, this is a 30-second timeout.
Instead of taking the penalty, they use a timeout for first. Well, there is action and suspense left in this one. For that 23-year-old who grew up in Louisiana, Dak Prescott will have the game in his hands. Just over 1 minute to go. Dan Bailey's already hit a 56-yarder to tie his career long. He's 4 for 4 in this game. And that's the good news. The bad news is for Dallas, they just didn't finish drives. The Giants did. That's why they're on top at the moment.
I mean, those kicks by Dan Bailey, they cleared by a ways. You know, they weren't close to not making it. So that's a real luxury for this Cowboys team.
Brad Wing really good in this category. Ooh, bad snap. Good job by Wing, but it threw him off. That goes back to the snap. Brad Wing last year had 33 down punts inside the 20 to tie a Giants team record, but he had to get up and make sure he got that errant snap from Zach Diassi. And into the end zone it went. Out to the 20 it comes. And Mr. Prescott, the stage is yours. Des Bryant, 1 catch. It came on the first completion for Dak Prescott. 2nd play of the game. Prescott has Witten, and in the sunlight, couldn't see it. I'll be darned if that doesn't lead him right into the sunlight, and it looked like Witten couldn't find the football.
Just a patch right there, and as Witten comes out of his break, and yeah, it's back shoulder, but I think the sun maybe played a factor in that. Fortunate there that wasn't turned over.
In case you're wondering, Bailey, career long, he's hit it in this game, 56 yards. That means getting it to the Giant 38. Just a 4-man rush. Prescott comes underneath the Dunbar. Dunbar's got a 1st down and more. he goes out across the 35.
Well, they got some yardage. They lose a lot of time by him deciding to turn it back in.
40 seconds. You get the feeling to have a legitimate chance at the field goal. You're talking about getting it to about the 40.
That's about 25 yards from where they are now, roughly, give or take a little, as to what they need to pick up. 40 seconds. Clearly there's plenty of time in order to do that.
Second down. Looked like a false start.
False start. Offense. Number 70. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Pro Bowler Zach Martin makes it 5 yards tougher. Second and 15. Intended target, and it's 3rd and 15. Janoris Jenkins was there in coverage for the Giants.
Yeah, Steve Spagnuolo, he changes it up a little bit. He rushes 3 and drops 8, and couldn't tell exactly where that was thrown. Like there was a Giants player, Janoris Jenkins was underneath it, and I don't know if Prescott saw him coming underneath that, delivered it high or not, but had he gotten that down, it might have been over.
Remember, Prescott can't spike it here if they don't get the first down. It's 3rd down. This one to Beasley, and he hangs on, depends on the spot. And a first down has been given. Big catch by Beasley, a juggle, and a fortuitous spot. Let's take a look. They needed the 46. And he is right there on it, the hit by Jenkins.
Well, Beasley knew exactly where the chains were, where he needed to get to pick up the first down. Almost gives it up, working back to the ball, but a big completion there to convert that, and then Prescott stopping the clock.
2nd and 10. 17 seconds. Incomplete for Witten. Now 12 seconds.
And now you've got to be real careful throwing the ball over the middle. You've got to be able to stop the clock.
That red line is the 38, which would be a 56-yard field goal, which Bailey has already hit in this game and hit it easily. Remember, again, Prescott can't spike the ball if they don't get the first down here. This is 3rd down. Underneath. Williams has got to get out of bounds, and he doesn't.
He makes a mistake, Joe. He had a chance. As soon as he caught it, he could have gotten out.
1. Game over. Giants win. Terrence Williams did not take it out of bounds to stop the clock. And Ben McAdoo is 1-0 in the NFL. And the Giants have flipped the script from a year ago.
Good play design. They let him catch it underneath. You see that Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie's trying to protect the sidelines, get to the outside, but Terrence Williams has to know you have to get out of bounds as soon as it's caught. to stop the clock. No way you're going to be able to stop the clock otherwise and get a field goal team onto the field.
You can see Des Bryant in the background telling Terrence Williams, go out of bounds. He did not. And the Giants win it. Back after this.